It's the Midwest Connectz, and we keep the streets on smash.
Things take you good. Touch a more paper than the teller. Going for the bullshit whenever.
Other, other promoters, other marketers, other bloggers in these markets, so that when we get there, we can do things like this and help the artists get their word out a little bit. So that's all we're trying to do, is connect the dots.
Back from Mobile, Alabama to be here tonight, you know what I'm saying? We got Chicago coming up, we got Cincinnati coming up. We're doing a 5-city tour with Empire, giving away a single distribution deal in 5 Midwest cities. We got Benzino coming to my market, we got Benzino coming to his market. We got a lot of stuff working currently. Big Buzz is coming to our Halloween party. I don't know if y'all get down with country rap, but we doing that for Halloween, man. Just a lot of stuff working, like I said. I'm excited to be here. We're here to check out the talent. Hopefully bring somebody on a couple of these shows, you feel me? Tonight, so everybody tune in. Make sure y'all networking, because again, your network is your net worth. You hear me? Midwest Connectz, you ain't connected? That you respected.
What's up, everybody? What's up? Y'all know what's going on. If you have tuned into the Connectz radio show, and it's my job to connect you to the hottest unsigned and independent artists, the hottest unsigned and independent music, and of course, the brightest stars in the culture. And that's what we're going to do. Y'all know me at The Real Uncanny on all y'all favorite socials, and y'all know the tagline: if you ain't connected, you ain't respected. So we're going to bring y'all another brand new artist to connect to and learn to respect. We're going to bring Micall to the show right now. Micall, what's up?
What's going on? Thanks for having me.
Appreciate you tapping in with us, man. So tell me, how'd you get your start in music?
Well, my start in music, I was 4, but whoa. I did it. Yeah, I was 4 years old, playing the piano, singing my heart out. Okay. But I pursued music professionally a couple years ago.
Okay. And so a pianist, obviously you're going to be trained differently than a lot of the artists coming out. Talk to us about that, kind of having that training behind you.
Oh, like the piano lessons, you mean?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, it definitely influenced a lot of my music, for sure. Then again, a lot of things influenced my music. I grew up in a musical family, so it's kind of hard to tell what was, the main influence. There's a lot of flavors going on.
For sure. Talk to me about that. So you say a lot of flavors kind of influence your music, and it even says that in your bio, that you have a nice eclectic mix. Talk to us about your musical influences and how you came to create your sound.
Yeah. So my family is Middle Eastern. So there was Middle Eastern music at home, and also the Beatles, like music from the 60s and 70s. I am one of 5 sisters, so I'm number 4. So my older sisters were listening to like Tori Amos and Led Zeppelin, Nirvana, and it influenced me. And then of course Sublime, Linkin Park, Alanis Morissette, the 90s crew. But Nirvana was a main theme, I would say. Incubus too. I would say the main theme in all these songs is really the lyrics. It's like the poetic lyrics, sometimes the simple lyrics. Like, the Beatles, they sort of tell the story simply. So okay. I have all these influences, but to kind of string it together, it's the lyrics, the poetic lyrics, and then the beat is from above.
Nice. So being a pianist, do you produce a lot of your own music, or do you work with outside producers?
I work with outside producers. I haven't yet figured out Logic. I will maybe one day. I just want to create. I want to create and sing, play piano. So maybe one day I'll get into the production side, but right now I work with other producers.
Okay. Okay. Do you have any that kind of you want to shout out while you're here? Maybe some producers you have some new music with, or even the song you brought to debut here?
Yes, Faro Jaro. Shout out to Faro Jaro. Please go follow him on Instagram. He's there under Faro Jaro Music, FARROJARRO. And Anthony Resta and SJ Jones. These are all producers that I've been working with.
Nice. And so the sound you're creating now, with the other producers, kind of talk to us about it. Obviously, we're going to debut the song here on the show. Even if you want to do a lead into that, we can do that. Talk to me about the song you brought here today, kind of the influences and that.
Yeah, so The Remedy, I created that song with Faro Jaro. He brought the beat and we wrote the lyrics together in his studio. I flew to Atlanta for this. We wanted to make a fun song that we could dance to that was uplifting. And I was inspired by somebody specific who was The Remedy during a time that I was needing love and compassion. I mean, we're all always needing love and compassion.
For sure.
So, you know, that's why I say he inspired it. He inspired it. Anything can be your love and compassion. It doesn't necessarily have to be a person. Okay. So.
All right. Awesome. Well, we're going to bring it to him right here live on Connectz Radio Show. This is The Remedy from Micall. Let's go.
Oh, yeah.
Taking me higher, taking me higher. I'm loving, feeling lighter. You're everything that I desire. I'll always be your writer. The remedy for my soul. You help me let it all go. Just when I've given up, hurt by love and out of luck. Been so long since I felt love. Am I asking for too much? All your loving and your touch. Been so long since I felt love. Those are the cards that I once dealt. Thought I was losing the game. Take me higher, higher above. 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 Hoping this time is different, 'cause you're what I've been missing. I know I've been resisting. A remedy for my soul. You help me let it all go. And just when I've given up, hurt by love and out of luck. Been so long since I felt love. Am I asking for too much? All your loving and your touch. Been so long since I felt love. Those are the cards that I once dealt. Thought I was losing the game. Take me higher, higher above. 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 Take me higher, higher above.
Nice. That was The Remedy by Micall. Very dancey. I could hear that in the club. It's definitely got some radio appeal. So talk to us about the process. You talk to us about the inspiration. You record at home. Is there a kind of a studio you frequent? Talk to us about that.
Well, for this song specifically, I flew to Atlanta for it. I wanted to know what you thought.
No,
I'm gonna
I like
ask
it.
you the
It's a catchy joint. I do a lot of mostly based in the hip hop realm, so it
Yeah.
definitely has a beat that's attractive to when I DJ at the club, and then the lyrics were very relatable. It was like, oh, this makes sense. Even coming from a hip hop background, this kind of makes sense to everybody. It should to everybody. So I'm feeling the song. You know what it gives me? It gives me like a soundtrack vibes, like something you would hear in at a movie when they're at the club and it gives me those kind of vibes. So I like the record. I like the record a lot.
Well,
Um,
I'm glad.
so talk to us. Are you completely independent, or do you have a label home? What's going on?
Right now, I'm independent. My goal is to be with a major record label. I just
Sure.
want to go to the top. Why not? Dream big. And yeah, right now I'm independent. I've been going to studios in LA, around LA, working with different types of people, different influences. For this song, it was unique because I flew to Atlanta. That's where
Right.
my team is. I have a team, Wealth Nation. They're an artist development company. And Rob Terrell is my manager over there. And so I flew there, met everyone, worked with Faro Jaro, and this song came out 4 hours later. It was
It-
really
That's magic.
fun. Yeah, it
Nice,
was mad.
nice. So are you just building singles right now to build your catalog, or do you have a project that you're working?
Yeah, I'm building singles. I have quite a few songs. I mean, ideally I would release it in an album, but we'll see. It's one song at a time. I have a lot of songs and I'm just focusing on that right now.
Right, for sure. So talk to me about what you kind of want your message and your image to be as you're going around, how performing, recording this music. What is it that you want the fan base to kind of take from it?
The human condition, to put it simply, the human condition, just to keep it real, that we all feel different things. And ideally, we all want to feel happy and love. We all have universal needs. And usually, if we're feeling a bad type of way, it's because we're needing something. Sometimes it's sleep. Sometimes the story is we're just tired. But, for the most part, love and compassion and friendship and connection, these are really strong themes that we all need. If we are not living our dream, we're sad, and then it gets diagnosed as depression. It's like, well, maybe if you're living your dream, you won't have depression, for example. So that is my mission. My mission is really to help people liberate themselves, to be their authentic selves, to go for it, to not listen to negative Nancy's, as I call it, to lift themselves up, or at least to find something beyond themselves that lifts them up.
That's awesome, and that's an awesome, message and a great inspiration. And I'm sure a lot of people, again, it's very relatable. So talk to me, when these other singles that you're kind of working on, are they all going to be dancey, or do they have kind of different thematic elements?
Yeah, they're different. I'm probably gonna come out with a few more pop dance theme. I really like it. It's really fun. Before that, I was working on more, yeah, it's dramatic. You can hear it. I have two other songs on Spotify and Apple Music, Bigger Than You and Courtroom Head Trip. Those are very different. Courtroom Head Trip is about toxic relationships, domestic violence, calling out domestic violence.
Yeah.
And basically, Bigger Than You is about not running from your calling. It's bigger than you. So yeah, those are more, I would say, darker, yet more based for probably film and TV, but it's also for anyone that is going through those hardships, because sometimes we can't bypass the hard times. We can't just, toxic positivity it all away. So the goal, at least for me, the goal is to get to the place of the remedy, love, compassion. That's the goal. And so if we're not there, it's like, okay, well, I'm feeling this type of way. What am I needing? And how can I get those needs met? So there was a build up to the remedy.
Gotcha. And so having such a wealth of experience in music and being creative for such a long time, with a professional career that started just a couple of years ago, what would you say is your favorite music memory of all time? It doesn't have to be professionally. Maybe it's a performance, maybe it's a collaboration with somebody. What is your favorite music memory so far?
My favorite music memory is when I got to play at a coffee shop on an island called Dominica. Okay. This was before I pursued music professionally. I was living on an island, Dominica. It's a nature island. It's beautiful. And it was really special. It was really intimate. I got to play piano there, and, people were responding. There was conversation. I loved it.
Nice. That's dope. And so is that something you plan on incorporating at all of your live performances, is a piano or a keyboard performance?
Ideally, yes, there would be a piano. It's, I am also open to being flexible. Sure. Because especially for the pop dance songs, those are fun. Those are like, you're jumping up and down, you're dancing. Yeah. That's more like I like to engage the audience. I like to say, turn to the person on your left and tell them you're awesome, hype them up, like that's the kind of energy I really like to bring when I'm performing.
Nice. And so that's what we can expect at the performances, is high energy, handing it out, a lot of love and positivity.
That's right. Even for those songs that, are darker, there's a message behind it. It's not meant to, depress anyone. It's meant to be cathartic.
Okay. All right. One thing I like to ask, and it's only because I don't like to miss a lot of meals. I've never been to LA. Been a lot of places, never been to LA. If I come to LA, what is the one spot we'd have to go get something to eat at?
Okay. Well, it depends what kind of food.
I'm literally open to everything. I did hear that you guys have great Mexican fare. Like the best tacos in the world come from that region, apparently. So talk to me. What would your suggestion be?
Well, I really love Mexican food. I recently discovered a cute restaurant called Roadside Taco. Okay. And I have not tasted a better taco. I mean, usually I like to get tacos from like the trucks, but Roadside Taco, great Mexican food. If you're looking for Italian food, that's more, you go to Beverly Hills, you go to one of those restaurants, any restaurant there. Il Pastel is a really good Italian restaurant. So it depends. That's why I'm like, well, it depends. What are you looking for? Are you looking for fancy? Are you looking for casual? Everyone comes to Pink's Hot Dogs. Have you heard of Pink's Hot Dogs?
Yes.
No. So there's usually a long line. It's worth it. It really is worth it. I tried it out for myself. If you're into hot dogs.
Go to Pink's.
And then, of course, In-N-Out is part of LA.
Well, I appreciate that. She gave me a full rundown. She's like, you want to go sit down? You want something good? No, I'm super appreciative. Now, because I'm a little pressed for time, I do have another interview lined up. Is there anything that I missed that maybe you want to leave with the fans, or just kind of your final thoughts?
Well, my final thoughts are, this is a really special time because I am going all out. I'm just going for it. And I really want to encourage everyone else, no matter what's going on in your life, make sure that you set aside time at least for a passion project, something that brings out a huge smile on your face naturally, that lifts you up, that puts warmth in your entire body, that energizes you. I am so passionate about that. I really believe that that's one of the meanings to life.
Dope. No, that was dope. And we definitely appreciate you. Where can everybody find you, Miss Micall?
I am everywhere that you can listen to songs: Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon, Tidal, YouTube. And there's a music video for The Remedy coming out very soon in a few short weeks. So stay tuned for that.
So we will be on the lookout. Shouts out DJ Spins and the Fleet DJ team for helping put this one together. When he shoots me that video, we will definitely add the song. I can actually add the audio. We do a mix show on Saturdays on Fleet DJs Radio. If it's okay, I'm gonna put it in rotation this week.
Yeah, please. I would love that.
All right, dope. Make sure y'all stay tapped in with Miss Micall. Y'all find her everywhere you find music in all your favorite socials. Y'all know what this is. It's the Connectz Radio Show, and my job again is to keep bringing you the hottest and unsigned and independent music, and of course, the interviews with the brightest stars in the culture. You know where to find us. We're everywhere: iHeart, Spotify, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, and more. Of course, you can catch up and tap in with me on all your favorite socials. That's at The Real Uncanny. Y'all know what it is. If you ain't connected, you ain't respected. And every episode is powered by bettersblock.com, getyourBuzzUp.com, MidwestMixtapes.com, straightofficial.com, my team, the Fleet DJs, my big homies, the Nerve DJs, and of course, the Connectz gang. We'll see y'all in just a few minutes with another live interview.